Hey, what's going on? Leah here, Wes and Leah 1023 XLC with my friend Jim. Jim, not just a friend, but a great time we have with you over at Professional Beverage Service, which if you've been to any of our bridal shows before, then you probably know Jim because, well, Jim's responsible for serving up the drinks.
That is true. We do give away some drinks at the bridal shows. It's a great time. Plus, we get to give you a little bit of our taste testing abilities. You go out and you have just a little, sip or two or five, and you enjoy the rest of the booths at the different wedding shows or at the wedding show. Excuse me. And it's a good time. And so we're enjoying a little bit of that right now.
I asked Jim, I'm like, so you make margaritas, right? And he was like, we're a beverage service, yeah, Leah. And I felt really silly.
Yeah, well, and yeah, you should.
As I should have.
Yeah, you should have. But yes, we do make margaritas, and they're pretty tasty.
They are. Yeah. Is there anything you guys don't do?
There's not a lot that we don't do. There's not a lot that we don't do. We try to do it all. I say one of our taglines is from big to small, we do it all, and that's the truth. So we do as much or as little as a client needs. So if say you're going to get married in the springtime, the summer, fall, because each thing will require a different amount of service. So if you need just a little bit of service where maybe you're able to provide the drinks, the alcohol and stuff, and we just serve it.
Oh, you'll just crack it open and mix it up?
So we come in and we'll bring in, the bar, the back bar, up lighting, all your drinkware. If you need the ice, anything like that, we'll take care of all of it. And of course, your garnishes and stuff as well. If you need any of that, we can bring all of that in, and you don't have to worry about a thing. Also, whether you knew this or not, I am a certified wedding and event planner. I may not look the part, but let me tell you, I do it because I want to make sure that my job and my staff's job is done impeccably. And so if I know more about the different events going on, I can definitely, I can plan for everything exactly the way it needs to be done. And that's an important thing.
I never knew you were an event planner.
I don't look like it.
I'm learning so much about Jim today. Jim, now, I mean, just listening to him the last couple minutes, you sound like you know what you're talking about, but how long, it sounds like you've been doing this your whole life. How long have you been a part of Professional Beverage Service?
Well, I started the company back in 2003, so it's been a few years.
Just a couple.
But since then, we've grown, definitely. And we can do multiple events at the same time in different locations. We do have a small fleet of trucks, all filled with the different bars and bartending equipment. And you just get a hold of us at probevservice.com and ask any kind of questions that you need, and we can send staff out to your location. We do weddings or events anywhere from, say, 25 people up to our biggest one, which I probably am not going to do again, was 15,000. That was a long day.
15,000 people?
15,000 people.
In one place?
In one place. That was southwest of Chicago.
Okay.
And that was for a soccer tournament.
Oh, wow.
So, so there was a lot of people there. And we loaded in starting at 4:30 in the morning. So, yeah, that was definitely a very long day. But most events are anywhere from, say, 50 to 300 people.
So I say average wedding, but the scale wedding, your small to your larger weddings, you do.
Definitely. We do that. Of course, we do the corporate events too, and graduations, picnics, birthday parties, everything.
You really do take care of it all. Wherever beverages are needed, you can find Jim. Now, I referenced my wedding, which is going to be 8 years ago, and I said that I got married in the boonies. Told Jim where I got married, and you were like, "Oh, we cover that." What is your mileage?
We cover 980 square miles. So what we do is we basically do, say, Northwestern University all the way up into Racine, Wisconsin, out as far west as like Lake Geneva, Hebron, Harvard, those areas there. It's not necessarily a perfect circle, but we do a lot of the areas, Barrington, Lake Forest, Highland Park, Lake McHenry, top part of Cook, Kenosha County, Racine County, Walworth County. Those are ours. And here in Lake County, we work with Lake County Forest Preserve. So anytime there's an event there, and you can have outdoor events like weddings there, we're their bartending service for all of the different Lake County Forest Preserves locations. So all you have to do is get a hold of us, and we're happy to help you from start to finish. Even if it doesn't concern just the bar, I'm happy to help in any other area. And that means lodging, food, transportation, anything like that. DJs, simply because if we know what we're doing and if we know what everybody else is doing, your event is going to go off without a hitch.
Are you still a reverend?
I am. I actually marry people. I do. I marry people.
He does.
Across the country, even out of the country.
Yes.
Yeah, definitely. One of the fun things about it is, number one, it's a ceremony different than any others, because what I do is I listen to the bride and the groom, the couple, and what we do is we kind of talk about their lives, and I get as much good information as I can. And after that, I take their life story and I turn it into a wedding story. And so not only do I do that with the couple themselves, but also with friends and family. So I can get the full story, because generally the couple will give me, one side of the story, and the friends and the family will give me the dirt.
Give you the dirt, yeah.
So, and that's the important part. So every single ceremony is different. We can put in anything ceremonial, like a unity candle, unity wines,
Unity margaritas.
Unity margarita. Anything like that. Hand fasting, anything like that. We do interfaith. We do strict faith one way or another. And we can even have it without any references to religion in there as well. Anything that the couple wants, we can do.
The couple gets, pretty much, which is how your wedding day should be. You should be working with somebody like Jim, who is well-rounded like yourself.
I've been losing weight.
No.
I've been losing weight, so I'm not that rounded.
I knew you were going to take that comment that way, but you really do. When you say that you do it all, you truly do. And Jim, great friend of mine, but also as far as a businessman, you are somebody that a bride, most importantly, and a groom can trust. But who does most of the contacting? I get that we're talking about drinks here. When someone is setting up their wedding day, who's doing most of the contacting? And is it the bride or is it the groom?
Most of the time, it's going to be the bride, because the bride generally wants to have certain things done the way that she wants them.
And she wants to actually get it done too.
True. However,
No
now I also I deal with the parents of either of the couple, and sometimes I do deal with the groom. But whomever contacts us, I'm happy to work with them. And we're going to give them the most for their money. And that's the thing is I understand, I've had this business for a number of years now, and I understand the value of $1. So if I can save you some money, I am going to tell you different ways where maybe you can save a few dollars rather than try to upsell you on different things that, might make us a little bit more money, but that's going to cost you. I'm going to save you some money so you can put it towards something that you want or you need, not only then, but also in the future.
Chatting with Jim from Professional Beverage Service regarding weddings, events, and everything in between, because again, you do it all. But specifically with weddings, is there anything else that the bride and the groom need to know before contacting you?
Pretty much all they need to know is what they kind of want. They don't need to have all of the details, preferably a date and a location. But other than that, we can work out everything after that. If you want to have a different kind of bar, whether it's a beer and wine bar, working on signature drinks, a full bar, ways to save money, we come in there and we can turn an empty area into a fully functioning wet bar. And when we're done, it's back to an empty, cleaned area. And that's one of the things that we definitely do, is we want to make sure that we leave a place better than we found it. Because let me tell you, a number of the different halls and even in your home or backyard, we don't want to leave a mess at all. So we think of every kind of thing that there is, whether it's something as simple and as overlooked as, say, garbages and bathrooms, how we're getting around, to where do we dump maybe some water? Is there drains here? Is there drains there? What are we going to do? We try to take every bit of the event into consideration so you don't have to worry about a thing.
One less thing that you have to worry about. And as a guest at many of weddings, and the second you get a wedding invitation, what's the first thing that pops in your mind?
The bar.
Exactly.
The bar.
So Jim, he's your man. Professional Beverage Service. What is the easiest way for people to get in contact with you?
You can go to our website, which is probeverageservice.com, or you can call us at 847-899-5594. Either way is fine. There is a questionnaire on our website with some real basic information: who, what, where, when, how many. Those are the types of things that really help us give you a good estimate on what things will cost. And even if you don't know everything, honestly, just talk to us, shoot us an email, and we're happy to help in any way that we can.
He's really difficult to talk to.
Yeah.
Not at all.
I talk a lot.
Cheers, Jim. Thank you.